Oh, my girl. Hey, somebody. Yeah, I got like 4 more readings to do for the month of August. Somebody pissed me off so bad. The other day. I ain't did no reads in like 2 weeks. I be telling myself every day, I'm gonna finish these reads. Every day I be like, no, I'm gonna get some reads. Yeah, I gotta finish my readings. I'm definitely gonna finish them tomorrow. I just pulled my next reading card, and it's a Virgo. I want to go and pull some cards. Every time I get to this type, I just want to pull out the cards. They just sit here like we ready. Nah, but for real, y'all. Listen, y'all. I came today to talk about this domestic violence situation. Now, if you watch my videos, I have been speaking on this. Thank you. It's time for me to get them done, honey. But you know, I'm waiting for my birthday. So they could be fresh. But thank you so much. I have been speaking on this situation for a while. I actually started speaking on this situation I want either last year or at the end of 2019 when I first started doing readings. Basically because something happened in my house, around my house, and I just knew that somebody was going through something. And so today, my neighbor comes over and knocks on the door. Y'all know I love my alarm system. I ain't even gotta be at home. I could talk to you through the door. Like, what do you want? What? Right? But I was at work, and she came over and knocked on the door. And so I had to talk to her through the camera. And I've never met her. She's been living over here, I want to say, for the past couple of years. And I live in a relatively quiet neighborhood, so it's not a whole lot going on. But one night I went in my kitchen and I looked out the window, and I didn't even look out the window. I just went in the kitchen, but my windows are pretty much open, so it's not dark curtains all up over my house. So I just saw blue lights everywhere. And I went to the door, and it was probably like 9 police cars, an ambulance. It was just so many people out there. And I opened the door, and all I could hear was just children yelling, screaming, hollering, crying, and just police. And I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? So of course I called my neighbor, because I'm like, do you see what's going on outside? Because I actually was back in my room when it first happened. And had I not actually went to the door, like had I not got up and went in the kitchen, I would have never known what was going on outside. And she said, yeah, I was gonna call you, but I didn't want to disturb you. I was like, no, disturb me. Okay, I would like to know what's going on across the street. But I just heard the baby screaming and hollering and yelling, and I could just tell it was a domestic situation. And I have to go back and find that video. But I think I just remember I think this was before I even got it on YouTube, so it gotta just be on Facebook. And I was just like, y'all pray for your neighbors, because we never know what people are going through inside their homes, right? Y'all, your home is supposed to be your place of peace. Your home should always be your place of peace. If you don't have peace within your home, you cannot take peace you can't take peace anywhere you go, right? If your home is in chaos, your being is in chaos. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like our spirits reside in our bodies, which is why we should take care of our bodies. It's why we should exercise. It's why we should eat right. It's why we should clear our mind. It's why we should meditate. It's why we should pray. It's why we should take care of our bodies, because this is the home of our spirit, right? So today my neighbor came to the door and she said, she said something about the light outside. And I'm like, girl, we ain't never talked about no light outside. She was like, we talked about the light, because I keep having issues with the light in front of my house. But I got lights up all around my house, so I've called the city and everything. They won't come and fix the light, but our light is out. And she was like, we was talking about the light outside. I'm like, girl, we ain't never talked about the light outside, but come on, what's up? What you want? Right? This is me, because I'm at work. And she said, but anyway, she said, I was just coming over here. She said, because I live across the street. And I was like, yeah, next to the pink house. Yeah. She was like, my husband and I have been, he's been very abusive for a while. And she said, he abuses me and the kids. And she said, and I already know it's been kind of quiet here lately, but just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's nothing going on. Y'all, so many people hide abuse. So many people are quiet about abuse, right? And I'm not saying that that's wrong. And this ain't even just for women. This for men too, and I get to it. Okay? So many people are quiet about abuse because of whatever they may feel. Because see, the abusive person, abuse usually begins emotionally and mentally, right? Mainly mentally, then emotionally, right? If I can gain control of your mind, I can make you do anything I say. I can make you believe anything I say, right? So then once you learn that abuse mainly begins mentally, this is the devil, right? This is the energy that the devil controls, right? It begins mentally. If I can get inside of your head, I can control you, period. So this is one reason I don't allow folks to get up in my head. And another reason, y'all, abuse for me is different because, like I said, I'm a fighter, right? The first man I ever had to fight back against was my father, right? I got a narcissistic father, right? It is what it is, right? My dad thought he was gonna whoop me. I don't even know you. No, I'm just keeping it real. I don't even know you. You're not gonna put your hands on me. But this lady came over here today, and it just took me back really to my childhood. And she said, my husband has been abusive to me and my children. And she said, she said, I hate I had to come over here under these circumstances. And I hated it too, because I really would have rather you just came over. Like when I first moved over here, I just went and introduced myself to my neighbors. This is who I am. This is where I'm at. This is what goes on. You know what I'm saying? I just think that that's the neighborly thing to do. We have gotten so far away from our village, y'all, until it's ridiculous. And it's sad too, y'all. I'm being honest, because we need each other. Right? Your neighborhood, your community, that's your village. That's your village. She said, I had to come over here under these circumstances, but me and my husband has been abusive for a while now. And he kidnapped my baby. And she said, I haven't seen my baby in 7 days. And she said, and I just want to come over here and ask that if you see him over there, I just want to give you my number, just because if you see him over there, I would like for you to call me. So here's the dilemma in this stuff, y'all. And what I want a lot of people to understand. When you are dealing with an abusive man or an abusive anybody, right? As a woman, as an adult, whoever you are, right? Y'all, you are not the only person in that situation. You are not the only person dealing with that situation. You are not the only person suffering from this situation. Especially if you got children in your household. Okay? Now, this goes beyond me saying your mama, your daddy, because my auntie was killed by her husband, right? In a domestic situation. And one thing I know for sure is that my auntie loved that man. She loved that man. She loved him, right? He was like her wish come true or something. You know, y'all know how we feel about these folks. We love them, right? But y'all, let me tell y'all about, it's this thing, it's agape love, right? It extends further than the person you just sleeping with, right? It's love for your brother, love for your mother, love for your children, your sisters. Y'all understand? Your aunties, your uncle, right? Because when you are in an abusive situation and something bad happens to you like that, you don't just leave yourself to suffer, y'all. You leave the people that love you the most. That love you the most. That's who you leave to suffer. Because somebody that's abusing y'all, that's not love. It's not love, y'all. It's not. It's not. And it hurts me because I know so many people dealing with it. I woke up yesterday, and y'all know, pretty much every day I wake up, my spirit really wakes me up with something, right? Something to focus on, something to think about. It wakes me up with a task for the day. But yesterday I was off. But my spirit woke me up, and it says, why do we have to keep being so strong? Right? I'm listening to black women. Why do we have to, yeah, we're strong. We get admired for our strength. We get admired for being able to endure things that really no woman should have to endure, right? It's not fair for everybody. It's not fair for the others. But for black women, they can do it. They can handle it. They got it. You know? And I just woke up with that on my mind. Like, you know, because my cards are always speaking to me. And I'm just thinking of these 10 wands that we carry on our back every single day. Every single day. Having to be strong. Having to having to endure everything that life throws our way. Everything. Right? Not feeling the love. Not feeling like nobody cares. Feeling like we alone. Feeling like we got to do it all on our own. And I just woke up, and just in my mind, I just heard, you know, we tired. We tired. We are tired. And I know that ain't just for me. Okay, even though, you know, this for everybody. We tired. We tired of having to be so strong. Yet, we have learned to take this role on so tough and so hard until a lot of us don't even know what it feels to even be able to break down. All right, you can't do that. You gotta go to work. You got bills to pay. You got kids. You can't break what? You can't stay in the bed all day and mope and sleep. You can't do that, you know. Or if you even get one good day, you get a day, right? But after day, you got to keep it moving. You got to go, right? You can't stay in this position for too long, right? We ain't got time for it. So we suppress so much. We suppress so many things. And y'all, right now, I think for the most part, my heart is going out to these to that baby. She said we got 2 kids. I want to say she said they had twins, but she said he only got one of them, right? Whoever, I think the other one is with her. So when I said, well, I'll be over when I get out of work. But when I got out of work, she said, I'm not staying there. I said, okay, so now I see why you want me to call you if I see him, right? Because I probably done seen him in the past 7 days, and I understand. I'm pretty sure I have. But I wasn't looking for that, right? And then it's hard for me because I don't want to get involved in that, right? I said, do you want me to call you or the police, right? Because for me, I'm calling the police. You said he kidnapped your child? You ain't seen him in 7 days? You apparently cannot stop him, right? Real talk. You don't have the strength to stop this man. You don't have the strength to do anything with him, right? I'm calling police, right? Now just call me. This is the problem. This is part of the problem. This is part of the problem. This is part of it. We don't even want to. We so strong. We don't even want to tell people when we actually weak. Let me tell y'all something. Their strength eventually becomes your weakness. That strength you got, it eventually becomes a weakness. Because when you have to be so strong for so long, you don't have room for anything else to come into your life. Nothing, right? Right? Or you got a wall up, you got a wall surrounded around you. You done built blockages around you where the true things that your heart desire, they can't even come into your life because you're afraid of them. And you're afraid that everything in your life is going to be too good to be true. We have to stop accepting this, right? Like I said, it begins mentally, y'all. Man tell you anything. Then let me tell y'all something. It begins mentally and emotionally. Then it becomes physical. Unless that person is in counseling, unless this person, something got so bad and somebody hit you one time, and then they say, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And this person decides, I need to give me some help. Unless that person is in counseling, unless that person is dealing with their issues, y'all, the physical abuse, it does not get better. It only gets worse. It only gets worse. Until eventually it's your life. Y'all, we got to do better. We just got to do better. Women, men, you have to learn how to discern. You have to learn how to discern who and what you are dealing with. I done dealt with so many abusive men in my life, y'all. But once again, I never really had a big issue with it, because I'm going to fight you back. I'm going to fight you back, right? So I don't really deal with abuse too much, because the first time that person put their hands on me and they realize, oh, I'm not finna let you abuse me, because look, I might can't beat you, but I'm gonna join you. Okay, and we gonna fight, right? My ex did that to me one time. Thought he was gonna abuse me and walk out the house. He ain't make it out. He made it out eventually, but tied and out, right? Not before he learned the lesson. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. That's not something I play with, right? And I have dealt with that in the manner where it's like somebody thinks they're gonna abuse me, and then I become the fighter, right? I become the aggressive person. I ain't gonna put my hands on you first, but after that first time, I promise I'm going for you way quicker than you can come for me. Real talk. After that first time, when I feel it escalate, and these are things that I have worked through in my life spiritually, that I have had anger management, right? Because that first time you put your hands on me and we fight, when we get into another argument, once our voices start to escalate, I'm fine now. I'll talk. I'm gonna get the first lick, right? Because you might get the last one, and y'all know everything with me is even swap, no swindle. But I said that to say that's not every woman. That's not every woman. And I even get to the point, like, after that first time, if somebody put their hands on me, just because I have learned my behaviors and my ways, you got the road. You got the road. Too much arguing, too much conflict, too much manipulation. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna even work. This ain't gonna work. I went through so many different scenarios and so many different situations where I realized how far I had grown and how far I had come when I just started telling people, I'ma leave, you need to leave. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't ready just to slap the hell up out of nobody. Because I do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know I'm laughing too. But yeah, y'all, I'm just being honest. Everybody is not that strong, y'all. Everybody is not that strong. And I don't just fear for the adults. It's the children that I fear for. And I really wanted to tell her, because I did readings. The last readings that I did, I saw it. 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 But the baby looked like he was okay. And I really wanted to tell her, like my grandmama, like my daddy kidnapped me one time, took me from my mom. Took me from my mom. And my mama called my grandma crying. He got my baby, you know. And my grandma, I want to tell her like my grandma told my mom, girl, that baby all right. He ain't gonna do nothing to that baby. That's just a way to have you all upset. But the baby all right. He ain't gonna do nothing to bring that baby over here. Thank God I had a praying grandmother. Because, thank you, Lord. She up here. She up here, right? Thank God I had a praying grandmother that actually loved me and would not let anyone harm me, right? The first time I had to defend myself with my daddy, that's who I called Grandma. He trying to hurt me. My grandma, if you don't leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for it. But y'all, this is 40 years later, 30 years later. Times have changed. Things are so drastic nowadays. It's not good, y'all, to not pay attention to the signs, y'all. It's not good to not pay attention to the signs. It's not good to ignore the signs that God is showing you. It's not good to do that, right? It could easily cost you your life. Very easily, right? And these signs just don't be one sign, boom. These signs are signs leading up to this stuff. Signs leading up to it. You understand what I'm saying? Stop. Yeah. You understand? You get plenty warnings before the destruction. You get plenty warnings before the destruction, y'all. Y'all, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need some support, you need some help, y'all got to stop being afraid. Y'all got to stop being afraid to reach out for that. Y'all gotta know somebody love you so much more. Because being abused is a sign, it's a weakness. That's probably about the weakest you can get. When somebody get to abusing you, they got you at your weakest point. You at your weakest point. When somebody feels okay to abuse you. And then your children, y'all. It's not okay. It's not okay. My child. I learned so many things from my child. I tell people this all the time. My child was one of the ways I stopped fussing and arguing with folks. Because my child is already autistic, right? And as a mother, that was my first concern. And then every time me and my boyfriend would get to arguing, I've only lived with one person in my life. One. Because my place will be a place of peace, because it's a place that I need my child to be able to progress, not fall backwards, right? My child will come, Mom, you guys are yelling. That's when I would know it's time for me to end this conversation. It's time for somebody to get out of my house. Somebody got to go. I done got loud, and I know when something loud, it's a problem in the household, right? And I know me, right? I'm the type of fool, I ain't backing down. I ain't backing down, right? You're gonna have to meet me face to face. You're gonna have to meet me there. So my child was really that spirit in me that allowed me to start telling people, you disturbing our peace. You disturbing the peace in our home. And I can't allow you to do that. I can't allow you to do that. And when my child got to be like the age of 13, I was like, my child definitely gonna be grown before I get married, because I had already raised him a certain way. I had conditioned him to certain things, a certain level in life, right? Where you could be comfortable. That's why I tried to condition my child for comfort, not the struggle. Because we have been so conditioned to struggle for so long, until we think that being at our weakest is our strongest point. It's not. It's not. You should not have to see how much you can take before you break. Stop doing this to yourself. Stop doing this to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to the people that love you. Real talk. Because after that man killed my auntie, he couldn't even look at us. He couldn't even look at us. He couldn't even look at us in our face. And she gave you her best, right? She gave you the best. Her life. All of it. And now we are the ones that miss her. We are the ones that wish she was here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? She in her resting place. Thank God she gets to look over us. She up here too. But thank God we gained an angel. But if I could have her back, I would want her back. I'm just being honest. I would want to have her back. Right? But it's all a part of our journeys, y'all. And I just said that, y'all. I just want y'all to send prayers up for people. Prayers up for people, y'all. And prayers up for this baby, y'all. I want to feel like in my heart the baby is okay. But it's hard because the babies was all I heard screaming and crying when I saw the police outside that day. So it's hard for me to feel like that baby is okay. Even if he's not being harmed physically, the trauma that this is taking on this child mentally and emotionally is going to be something that this child has to work through for the rest of their life, really. Unless somebody has enough sense to say, I think my child needs some help early. But this is what's being embedded in this baby right now. It's trauma. And it's so much of us dealing with deep-seated trauma. And I get up here, and really that's what my cards are for. But y'all know I'm going to make a good time, y'all. I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to joke. But some things, y'all, when I know them, when they at my doorstep, I told y'all that little bird was chirping at my door all morning last Saturday. When they at my doorstep, y'all. And then when I did my readings, the bird hit the window, y'all, and the bird was trying to fly, and it looked so afraid. It just looked like it was going to fall. Right, y'all? These are all signs for me because birds are one of my spirit animals, right? But when it said my doorstep, y'all, I can't take it lightly. I cannot take it lightly. Because that means that I am now a part of it. Y'all love people. Love people. And if you can't love them, y'all, get away from them. And I'm done with that, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to come back and do y'all a reading next week, right? I'm going to be back on task and I'm going to be back ready, right? But I've been needing to give myself a break. I've been needing to rest my own spirit, right? I've been needing to keep myself at peace, right? I can't do nothing for nobody else if I ain't in a good place, right? And I thank God for that place. And I thank God for this space. And y'all do the same. He in y'all, right? All you got to do is seek him. You'll find him. I promise. I love you, love you, love you. Okay, y'all have a good night.